We're down here at San Jose Improv. Just got through judging the comedian competition. My friend Chris Tinkle headlining it, invited me down here, and it's always a blast down here. San Jose Improv, always a good time.
I lost 10 pounds this month. Yeah. I looked in the mirror, I was like, I gotta make a change. I gotta get healthy, lose some weight. So I went to Burning Man, did some drugs, didn't eat food for a week, came back, looking fit.
Why do I want to be a good-looking black dude? Because fucking good-looking black dudes can walk in a room and bitches just ring a bell. Big dicks here! Hey! Let me go cock there!
So I'm from Fremont. If Indians aren't living in India, they're in Fremont. I don't know if it's a red-eye flight going from Mumbai to Fremont, but every day there's more and more Indians. The other day, my uncle and I went to an Indian restaurant. It's one of those you walk in, order your food. So when I'm in an Indian establishment, I like to speak Hindi. I'm Indian, they're Indian, let's do this. So I walk in, humko chicken tikka masala chahiye, aap thodi si aur tikka bana sakta hai? He looked at me really confused. He didn't know what the hell I was saying. So I was like, okay, he's whitewashed Indian, let me try this in English. Can I get the chicken tikka masala, but can you please make it spicy? He still looked at me really confused. And then I look over at his name tag and I notice it says Alejandro.
You let Filipino people know you're hip on their culture, they fall in love with you, they're great people. This lady, I was at her house, she was making adobo. I was saying, you're making adobo? She said, oh, you know adobo? You know adobo? Billy Bob adobo! I want you to meet my daughter.
I'm going in 9th grade and I'm finding out that a lot of girls like me. Of course, right? Who wouldn't? It's chiseled by the gods themselves. But, you know, I'm finding out that a lot of girls like me. You do, miss. That's creepy. And illegal. We're going to prison. It's totally worth it.
During sex, your lady ever fake it? Because my girl fakes it all the time. I'm like, girl, I know you're faking it. I know you're not sleeping. San Jose, you guys got some crazy bums out there, man. I was on the phone, this guy stands right next to me. Starts peeing right next to me. Yeah, I was like, excuse me, sir, can you see I was peeing here first?
The wait tables, and that is the shittiest job. Because if you go on to wait tables and you're not feeling it, you're a little depressed, it's hard to fake it, right? It's hard to be nice to people, act like you want to be there. I thought that was like the hardest job in the world until I went to a strip club and saw the most depressed stripper. Like, this girl just looked like she was just being held at gunpoint. It's like, I just don't really want to fucking be her at all. Just like, oh, that's all. I really don't want to dance at all. Maybe I'll just...
I got an argument with my buddy about who has it worse in America. He's like, I was like, Mexicans have it worse, bro. He's like, no, black people have it worse, bro. Because black people, we were slaves in this country. You know what it's like to be a slave. Oh, wait a fucking minute, dude. I was like, you were a slave? I was like, you don't even know any slaves, man. Well, 500 years ago, this shit was very terrible, and sorry that shit happened to you guys, man. But you guys took 500 years to pick all that cotton, man. You guys were bullshitting out there. Shit, you sent 3 Mexicans down there, that shit would have been picked in 3 weeks. You guys are all bullshitting, singing songs and shit. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You get some cucaracha, get some poop in your step, bitch. So he didn't like that part. He didn't like it. So it goes, well, in the 60s, we had to march for our civil rights, man. We had to march against the front of the bus, get our own water fountain, go to the bathroom with regular people. We're the Mexicans in the 60s. I was like, we were fucking working. We don't got time to take a day off to go march for the goddamn bus. We're just happy to be on the son of a bitch, man. You see us jumping in trucks and Home Depot, what the fuck's your problem, man? I've been called a spick to my face in the middle of Montana. It's like, hey, fuck you, man. I'm not Puerto Rican, I'm a Mexican, I'm a wetback, bitch. If you're gonna be ignorant, at least get your slurs right, you know what I'm saying? So can I go now, officer?
I live on top of a bar in East Oakland, man. I gotta get my mail down at the bar. One thing I learned getting my mail at this bar is old black guys laugh at random times. I'm down there getting my mail, my buddy's drinking a beer, he's like, Chris, you know what happened to me today, man? I was driving up here, I got a flat tire. What had happened was... I fixed it.
Nobody talk on the phone these days. What do people do now? Text. That's right, I called my girl the other day. You know what she does, people? She does not answer the phone. Instead, she sends me a text message which states, can you just text me instead? So I said, sorry for breaking up. It's not you, it's me. So she texts back a sad face. So I text back a happy face. I was in a restaurant the other day, right? And two gay guys walk in, and one guy started checking me out, looking up and down, checking me out. And all of a sudden his boyfriend gets jealous. People, you know what his boyfriend does? His boyfriend sits on his man's lap like this, I look at him all crazy and shit. Start taking off his jacket, shows muscles and shit. So what the hell, man, this guy trying to compete with me, son? I ain't freaking gay. But I don't like to lose. So I sat on my buddy's lap like this. Oh yeah, you want some of that? I know I got carried away. But he's like, what the hell are you doing, man? I was like, shut up, dude. I'm winning. What the hell are you doing, getting a boner?
Why you coming home 5 in the morning? Something's going on. Let me smell your dick. And she's singing it so beautifully, like she's serenading him with a melody, like, ooh, baby, I love your way. Let me smell your dick. If my man's coming home at 5 a.m. in the morning, the last thing I want to smell is his dick. A British accent is really sexy, and a British man can probably get me to do whatever you like instead of an Indian guy. An Indian guy just sounds so vulgar sometimes, like, hello, my name is Inderpreet. Definitely sounds better than, hello, my name is Inderpreet. And when I get home from work, I'll take care of you. And when I get home from work, I'll take care of you. So I was fucking this guy with a lazy eye, right? At me and at the door at the same time, plotting his escape. This is what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bust and run. Which he did, he ran. I told that joke last time and my mom's in the car ride. She goes, I cannot believe you fucked a guy with a lazy eye.
I do find out that a lot of girls like me, but it's always the girls I don't want to like me. You know, it's like, Joey, I know somebody who likes you. I'm like, who? Like, Becca. Like, who's Becca? You know, the one that was mauled by a chimpanzee? She had a face transplant? Our first date was to the zoo. Gotta face your feeders, people. Because of the chimpanzee. Never mind. At my cousin's bachelor party. Yeah, it was fun. Because right as I walked off stage, they rolled in a giant cake. Yeah, like a human-sized cake. You know, and I'm 14 years old, so I got really excited. You know? And then a stripper popped out. I was like, what about the cake? I did find a part that she didn't touch. I took a bite of that. It just tasted like sadness. Sadness and regret. And I was at my grandma's house, and I walked into her room, and she was doing something that was kind of gross for her age. Yeah, it was weird. She was breakdancing. I don't keep up to date on what they call it nowadays. She called it a stroke. I'm having a stroke. I'm like, go, Grandma. She was like, help me. You know? I didn't know what to do, right? So I was like, rest in peace, Grandma. I'm kidding, you guys. She died a long time ago. Thank you very much. I'm Joey Bragg.
I did a show one time, and there were some deaf audience members right here in this section, and there was a guy on stage that was doing sign language my entire set. So whatever I said, he had to sign it to the deaf people, and you guys should have seen a hurricane of dicks. And he kept doing it because I kept saying it. He had to. It was his job. And he was getting really mad at me, I think, because I couldn't stop. It was so fucking funny. I was like, a hurricane of dicks. And at one point, one of the dicks like bounced into his face by accident, like, dude, the deaf people went bananas. You should have seen them, they're like. Alright, hey, thank you guys very much, man. Thanks for being patient.
The winner of the San Jose Improv stand-up comedy competition and winner of $1,000 and a weekend with a touring headliner, Kabeezy, everyone!
Can I just say one thing real fast? I'm sorry to fuck with you guys. I'm so sorry. And give it up for all the comments that you see tonight, Chris Shore especially. I just want to say one thing. It comes from the heart. I'm sorry. Listen. I just want to dedicate this to my dad. He passed away 2 years ago. He's my biggest fan. He was here 2 years ago at this competition, 2008 finals. I didn't make it in top 3. He was the last show he came to, and I just wanna fucking give it up for my dad. He's in heaven. He's watching. And thank you guys, San Jose Improv, Hollister, Chris Tinkle for putting this on, Joey Bragg for being way more famous than I will be in 2 years. Hey Joey, put me on your sitcom. Justin Hollister, San Jose Improv, this means so much to me. Thank you so much. I fucking love you. Thank you, Dad, for your love and support.